you sometimes wonder why you do the job you do? Did you choose your career or did your job choose you? Way back before you were born, God knew there was a need. So he picked your fertile heart and planted a caring seed. Then he waited and he watched, knowing before too long the desire in you to help others would continue to grow strong, not seeking fame or fortune, but with the tender touch. You are who you're meant to be. That's why you care so much. Because caring don't take practice. It's not something you rehearse. You answered a special calling when you became a nurse. That was the calling by Edwin Hofwood.
Wow, what a beautiful tribute to the nurses who give so much of themselves to others every day. Thank you for that, Vaishnavi. A very good morning, everyone. I am Vatsal, your host for the day, and I would like to welcome you all to a webinar on the occasion International Nurses Day on behalf of the management, faculty, and students of Gdgps Public School, Sector 10A. We all know that nursing is a selfless job, and every nurse is an angel with the key of health for the world community.
Yes, Vatsal, you are right. Nurses are a vital part of any healthcare system, no matter if public or private. They are responsible for the well-being of their patients from the time they step into the medical establishment to the moment they step out. They monitor patients' health, take recordings, administer medications, and advocate and care for individuals and support them through health and illness. Along with this, they also spend time making their patients feel safe in a medical environment.
I agree, Bhanu. We all should remember that nursing is not a monolithic occupation. It is a diverse field with multiple specializations, spanning the lifetime of a human being, from taking care of the unborn to giving end-of-life care. Nurses are on the front line of administering and evaluating your treatment. If you are a patient, nurses are your greatest advocates. Because they spend more time with you, nurses can comprehensively moderate your progress. They know what symptoms might be a red flag and can assess the effectiveness of your treatment. They then communicate all of this to your doctor. Keeping this open dialogue is just one of the countless things nurses do to ensure the quality of your care. Nurses also provide invaluable emotional support. They understand the complexities and implications of an illness. They can counsel you and your family through everything from understanding a chronic condition to coping with death and dying. Their knowledge of illness combined with exceptional people skills provides comfort and stability. For many patients, this relationship is an anchor in the tumultuous waters of the hospital system. So now, let's hear what Abigail has to say about nursing as a profession.
Thanks, Vatsal. In my opinion, nursing is a true calling. It's an extremely demanding position physically. Many nurses cycle through 12-hour shifts on their feet. They give up holidays with their families and work through nights and weekends. Their selflessness is also reflected in their commitment to their patients. What do you say about it, Vatsal?
That's right, Abigail. And because of this, nursing has become one of the most trusted professions around the world. That's why they say that A nurse is just another word to describe a person strong enough to tolerate anything and soft enough to understand anyway. Well, Vanya, can you tell us why do we celebrate International Nurses Day?
Gladly, Vatsal. Every year, May 12 is observed as the International Nurses Day around the world. The day marks the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, who was a social reformer and revered as the founder of modern nursing. Florence Nightingale was born in the city of Florence, Italy on 12th of May 1820. In Victorian Britain, wealthy women like Florence weren't expected to work. Their job was to marry and look after the home. But when Florence was 16 years old, she believed she heard a voice from God calling her to carry out important work for those suffering. She chose to pursue nursing at a young age, despite her parents' objections. In 1850, she finally started learning at the medical institution in Kaiserswerth. 3 years later, in 1853, Nightingale became the superintendent of a London-based women's hospital. Nightingale also volunteered at the Middlesex Hospital around this time, grappling with a cholera outbreak and unsanitary conditions conducive to the rapid spread of the disease. Nightingale made it her mission to improve hygienic practices, significantly lowering the death rate at the hospital in the process. She took on a significant role during the Crimean War, where she organized camps for tending to wounded soldiers and gave nursing a highly favorable reputation and became an icon of the Victorian culture. Now, my friend Bhanu is here to add more about this graceful lady.
Live life when you have it. Life is a splendid gift. There is nothing small about it. Such golden words can be only uttered by someone blessed with a golden heart. I would like to add more about the speaker of this quotation. She was better known as Florence Nightingale. Nightingale was a dedicated healthcare provider who wandered the hospital wards at night, providing support to the patients. This earned her the title of Lady with a Lamp. Queen Victoria was a big fan of Florence Nightingale. She was honored in her lifetime by receiving the title of Lady of Grace of the Order of St. John's of Jerusalem and by becoming the first woman to receive the title Order of Merit. In 1860, she laid the foundation of professional nursing with the establishment of her nursing school at St. Thomas Hospital in London. It was the first secular nursing school in the world and is now part of King's College London. Nightingale was a prodigious and versatile writer in her lifetime. Much of her published work was concerned with spreading medical knowledge. Some of her tracts were written in simple English so that they could be understood by those with poor literary skills. She was also a pioneer in data visualization with the use of infographics, effectively using graphical presentations of statistical data. Much of her writing, including her extensive work on religion and mysticism, has only been published posthumously. In recognition of her pioneering work in nursing, the Nightingale Pledge, taken by new nurses, and the Florence Nightingale Medal, the highest international distinction a nurse can ever achieve, were named in her honor, and the annual International Nurses Day is celebrated around the world on her birthday. The International Council of Nurses has celebrated this day since 1965. Indeed, what a great personality she was! Is there anyone who knows the theme of International Nurses Day 2021 and the importance of nurses during present scenario?
Surely, Bhanu, I'd like to speak about the theme for International Nurses Day 2021 set by the International Council of Nurses ICN is Nurses a Voice to Lead, a vision for future healthcare. ICN states that the emphasis is on the need for a supported and empowered nursing workforce as an effective solution to the problems of improving health outcomes. The central role played by the nurses in the pandemic needs to be maintained in the design of future health systems. This means that the models of care could be much more nurse-led. And do you know International Nurses Day 2021 is special as this is Florence Nightingale's 201st birth anniversary. The day assumes even more significance due to the fact that the world is facing a grievous challenge in the form of coronavirus pandemic. Over the past several months, nurses and other medical professions have put their lives on the line to defeat this menace. As you know, being a frontline warrior in the pandemic situation, the nurses and other healthcare workers are most vulnerable community. We lost so many of healthcare workers in the beginning of this pandemic. Right from the start of the International Council of Nurses, ICN was trying to make systematic and standardized collection of data of healthcare workers' infection and deaths. It would help to protect the safety of patients and nurses and the other healthcare workers for the future. As nurses not only save lives during the pandemic, but also save and support the families and communities. They are changing the world in the terms that what they are doing in their daily practices.
Healthcare workers are undoubtedly the backbone of a country, as they fiercely accept the dangers of unknown diseases and work towards saving the lives of hundreds. The job of a nurse is especially incredibly tough during this era of pandemic. Every life is precious to them and they are never off duty from taking care of the sick and affected. Their otherworldly dedication calls for much respect and appreciation throughout the community. It is time we acknowledge the heroes of our community and extend our note of gratitude to them. Thank you for being a true fighter. The world is happier and healthier because of you. Your compassion for taking care of every life is remarkable. Thank you for your service, for the sacrifices you have made in this selfless journey. Every time we can feel your deep concern about us when you ask, "How are you feeling?" Your this sentence reflect your care for our loved ones when they need it most. We greatly appreciate it all. To understand the contribution of nurses, not only in the current pandemic situation which we are fighting against, but also during all sorts of medical emergencies and conditions. Let us hear a nurse speak to us.
हेलो एवरीवन, माय नेम इज़ अनोस। मैं महात्मा गांधी हॉस्पिटल हिसार में एक स्टाफ नर्स हूँ। मुझे बहुत से लोगों, परिवार, रिश्तेदार, मित्र, मरीज और उनके परिजनों ने पूछा कि मैं एक नर्स क्यों बनी। मैं एक नर्स इसलिए बनी क्योंकि मैं इस कार्य में सक्षम हूँ। मैं पूरी मेहनत से और लगन से दिन रात अपने किरदार को निभा रही हूँ। जब भी कोई मरीज ठीक होकर जाता है तो उसके चेहरे की मुस्कान और उनके दिए हुए आशीर्वाद को देखकर बहुत खुशी और सुकून मिलता है। जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं कि आज हम एक बहुत भयानक महामारी से जूझ रहे हैं और पूरे संसार में स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं की डिमांड बढ़ रही है और हमारे देश के युवाओं को भी सांस की दिक्कत के चलते वेंटिलेटर की जरूरत पड़ रही है और रोज हजारों की संख्या में मौत हो रही है। इसलिए मैं आपसे निवेदन करती हूँ कि कृपया मास्क पहन कर रखें। जब भी आप घर से कहीं भी बाहर जाते हैं तो मास्क लगा कर जाएं और सरकार के द्वारा कोरोना के लिए बनाए गए नियमों का पालन करें। और अगर आपके अंदर कोविड के कोई भी लक्षण दिखाई देते हैं तो घबराएं नहीं, क्योंकि छोटी मोटी दिक्कत को घर पे ही आइसोलेट रखकर ठीक किया जा सकता है। मैं भी पिछले कुछ टाइम से कोरोना वार्ड में ड्यूटी कर रही हूँ और काफ़ी मरीज ठीक होकर भी जा रहे हैं और उन ठीक होते हुए मरीजों को देखकर हमें बहुत खुशी और स्फूर्ति भी मिलती है। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मुझे GT गोयनका पब्लिक स्कूल सेक्टर 10A गुरुग्राम में अपने इंटरनेशनल नर्सिंग डे के अवसर पर मुझे अपने विचार प्रकट करने का मौका इस वेबिनार में दिया। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, ma'am, for taking out time from your hectic schedule and sharing your views with us. It was indeed an honor to hear you.
We are glad that we have few parents and children who want to express their gratitude to the healthcare heroes that are nurses and healthcare workers for their time, effort, hard work, professionalism, and excellent care.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Shuchi Gupta from Sector 10 in Gurgaon, and my daughter Vanya Gupta, she studies in GT Goenka Public School in Sector 10 in Gurgaon. Today I'm really happy because I got the platform to say thank you to all the dedicated nurses in the world. Happy Nurses Day to all the nurses, and a very big thank you to all the dedicated nursing staff because you make the patient stay in the hospital so calm and pleasant. It's really uncommon to see such a thoughtful and compassionate people who you are, and you brighten the entire day of a patient's life. I am a doctor and I can really understand the role you play in patients' lives. You make sure that all the blood tests and all the reports, all they should be done at a proper time. You give them proper medicine, proper care, and sometimes have to bear the tantrums also just because of their well-being. You people are amazing. I wanted to share my personal experience with you. Few years back, my father-in-law, he was very ill, and when he got admitted in the hospital, the doctor advised him to take things orally, but he totally refused, and he got irritated also from the family members. Then came one angel, the nurse, and when she came to know about this, she regularly visited him at and tried to give him soups and juices by her sweet gestures, and he started taking it, and he got improved, and finally he got discharged. And so many years have passed, but me and my family members, we still remember that nurse. You people are amazing. You have such a thoughtful and such helpful nature. You are amazing light that make the difference in everyone's lives you come across. May you receive the kindness in return which you give. Once again, wish you a very happy Nurses Day and a very big thank you from the bottom of my heart. And last but not the least, please take care of yourself too, because you all are precious and you are the real heroes. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Geeta and I am a teacher by profession. My child Aditya Yadav is studying in GD Goenka Public School in Sector 10A, and today I am very delighted to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the nurses for their dedication and expertise in making such a critical difference to so many individuals and their families. I know that during this pandemic, the nurses and healthcare workers are probably tired of people, referring to them as heroes. And I agree that during this time, the term is a bit overused. But in fact, the truth is that you were heroes long before this pandemic, and you will continue to be heroes long after we have come out of this extraordinary time. And believe that, especially during these challenges days, you are not alone. That there are many of us out here who loves and support you and want to do everything that we can make your job easier. Or if it is staying at home, we'll do that for as long as it takes. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for your selfless giving. Thank you for caring so much. Thank you for taking care of all of us. And thank you for risking your lives to save others during this pandemic. But not only during this pandemic, but every other day. Happy Nurses Day, and thank you so much.
expressing your gratitude, dear parents and students. We are honored to have such dedicated, kind, and empathetic frontliner among us. May you keep doing this notable job and spreading love and care in the world. On this Nurses Day, we salute you for battling against dangers every day and still bringing hope to our lives. Your dedication is astonishing. So viewers, on that note, I, Vatsal, on behalf of the team of panelists, would like to bid you farewell. Stay home, stay safe. Happy International Nurses Day. Thanks for taking time out for watching our show.
मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू